of eras, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, accompanying the cosmic ballet without the paralyzing fear of personal extinction. The world is a vast and inexhaustible book, and eternity is the time you gain to, finally, read it without interruptions. At first, this vastness seems like the answer to all human dilemmas. But, suddenly, a shadow arises at the edge of that golden light. What if perfection were, in reality, the most subtle and corrosive trap of all? What if the greatest risk wasn't failing, but winning everything, only to discover that everything is worth nothing in the long run? The temptation is total, but the promise hides a psychological abyss. The initial fascination with immortality is quickly confronted by the cold logic of philosophy. Bernard Williams, when considering this promise, did not see it as liberation, but as a condemnation to existential boredom. According to Williams' thesis, an endless life is destined to become a graceless life, and he relies on an inescapable psychological law: hedonic adaptation. This principle affirms that human sensitivity to pleasure drastically decreases as the experience is repeated. The brain, in an attempt to maintain homeostasis and the capacity to react to new stimuli, adjusts itself, attenuating the intensity of any joy that becomes routine. Imagine your favorite dish, the aroma that enraptures you today, the music that gives you chills. If these were repeated, without fail, over the centuries, the brain would act like an automatic volume system, lowering the sound until what was ecstasy becomes just background noise and, finally, nausea. The first bite of that chocolate truffle is magical. The 100th is already a burden. By the 1000th year, the mere idea provokes repulsion. Eternity, for Williams, does not offer enough novelty to sustain the interest of consciousness. You would be condemned to repeat diluted versions of the same experiences. Great adventures become footnotes. Deep encounters turn into distant echoes. And scientific discoveries are just new chapters in a book you have already read 1,000 times. Existential boredom becomes a torment that cannot be avoided. No matter how extraordinary the world is, the beauty of a supernova, the birth of a new art form, the human brain adapts and, over time, gets tired. What remains is empty repetition. Monotony establishes itself as a psychological prison from which there is no escape. As the only escape, death, has been deactivated. The crucial question here is not about the external world, but about your inner world. What sustains enthusiasm? Satisfaction in life is intimate.